So here's a quick camera test of the brand new Mi Mix and my LED skateboard. Wow! Hands down guys, this is the most beautiful smartphone you've ever seen. With a screen to body ratio of over 90%, Xiaomi has just nailed it. So they have been working over 2 years on this concept phone, and I have to say it simply looks stunning. So I'm super excited today to bring you the first review ever on the Xiaomi Mi Mix. So I would say let's get directly started.
So here comes the Mi Mix, which kills almost every other phone in terms of innovation. Even though the bezels are not that thin like Xiaomi claimed earlier, but still it looks and feels impressive. I got the smartphone from Trading Shenzhen. You can find a link down below in the description. It's the basic model with 128GB of ROM and 4GB of RAM, but there's also an even better version with 256GB and 6GB of RAM. Also it got a Snapdragon 821 SoC and a massive 4400 mAh battery. Inside of the box you will find the smartphone, a Type-C cable, a quick charge with up to 18 watts and a nice premium leather cover plus a user manual. The cover is definitely needed because the phone is so slippery. It was even gliding once from my table, but luckily I could catch it before it was falling down. With the cover it really just looks like a screen in a case. The Mi Mix with the ceramic body is a real fingerprint magnet. The backside can be used as a mirror and there's even an 18K gold version which has a real golden ring around the camera and fingerprint scanner. The bezels are really small, but they are still visible. It comes with a 6.4-inch display, but it's not bigger than my Mate 9 with a 5.9-inch display, due to the almost bezel-less design. We just have a sleek chin at the bottom with a 5-megapixel front-facing camera placed in the right bottom corner. They had to round the corners of the display to achieve even thinner bezels, and also they have a new earpiece and proximity sensor technology. They now use ultrasonic technology which can measure the distance through the display, and also they use a cantilever piezoelectronic ceramic driver which translates the electric signal into mechanical waves, and the sound is traveling through the ceramic body into your ear. Sounds really futuristic, but it's working fine. I didn't like that on the Gigaset Mi, but on the Xiaomi the call quality is just great. The earpiece is very loud and the proximity sensor works fine. There's also a tiny notification LED which is just right under the software home button, and yes, it's multicolor. The display is huge and reaching all the edges of the display with my thumb is not possible. Luckily there is one-handed mode which makes it easier to operate. The display of the Mi Mix also uses AMOLED technology which provides great colors and viewing angles, and also the maximum brightness is definitely enough to use it under sunlight conditions. 1080p does not sound a lot on 6.4 inches, but I'm pretty sure that 80% of the people won't notice a difference to a Quad HD screen, and also lesser resolution helps to save battery. For me it's really sharp enough, even though it's maybe not so impressive like a 2K screen on the paper. The frame is really solid but also kinda slippery. At the top of it we have a 3.5mm headphone jack and 2 holes, probably for the microphones, and at the bottom a single speaker inside of the right speaker grid and a Type-C port with Quick Charge 3.0 support. The buttons are feeling great and they are placed on the right side of the frame. On the opposite side we have a dual SIM slot, but no microSD card slot. I actually think 128GB in the smaller version is enough for like 99% of the people. On the back side we got a really fast and accurate fingerprint scanner, the 16-megapixel camera, plus a really strong LED flash that really hurts in my eyes. The phone got on-screen buttons right over the very small chin of the display, and also there's a smart ball feature that is like assistive touch on the iPhone, which helps you to use the huge display. The phone runs MIUI 8, which is right now based on Android 6 and gets updates really fast. You really need to like it or hate it. I personally now like it, because there is less bloat and more options. Still, it only comes in English and some Chinese versions and also with some Chinese apps, but I can live with that. Also, usually there is no Play Store on it, but it's easy to install and Trading Shenzhen offers to install it for you. The UI is really fast, but it's a massive RAM eater. Usually I have less than 1 to 1.2 GB of free RAM, which is really crazy. MIUI seems to cache a lot of stuff. There is no app drawer, but well, if you don't like it, then get a different launcher. And also you got the ability to install different themes from the Mi store, but you need a Mi account for it, and I never had one in my whole life. There are also several other cool options like multi-app mode and so on, but it would make the video too long, so if you're interested, check out MIUI 8 on YouTube. The Wi-Fi signal is awesome, as you can see it's even better than the Wi-Fi of my Mate 9, and already the Mate 9 had 2 times better Wi-Fi signal than my P9 Plus. Also GPS is just incredible, a fix indoors after just like a second and outdoors only green bars on a cloudy winter day. The antennas of the Mi Mix are just great, even through the ceramic body. Straight out of the box I had around 110 gigs of free space, which is really good. Also the battery life is really insane. I got around 6 to 7 hours of screen on time until I got 10 to 15% left in my tests. I'm a heavy user and I took a lot of pictures, played some games and had the brightness on around 70%. So the battery life is really enough for me, and for most of the people you will get 1 to 2 days. And if you run out of battery, you can recharge it with up to 18 watts with Quick Charge 3.0. The speaker of the Mi Mix is okay and sounds for me even better than the S7 Edge, but just listen for yourself. The display is also 17:9 form factor, and when you watch movies on YouTube in full screen there is a black bar on the side, but nothing that worries me, and watching movies is a pleasure due to the nice display. While the Mi Mix is a beast for consuming media, creating media is a different story. The Mi Mix comes with a 60MP f2.0 shooter, and to be honest, it's not among the best cameras. Under daylight conditions the camera is decent, but in low light it gets very grainy. Also, if there's enough of light, way less details compared to my Mate 9, iPhone 7 or Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Colors, white balance and dynamic range are okay, but the pictures, lack of details, especially when you zoom in. Also the front-facing camera can't really impress, but just see for yourself. The smartphone can also record videos in 4K, 1080p and also supports slow motion, but there is no optical image stabilization, so videos do not look really smooth. Compared to Flo's iPhone 7, it looks very shaky.
What's up, magnets? Good morning. I'm currently on my way to the office, and as you can see I have to walk because my car broke down. But anyway, this is the front-facing camera of the Xiaomi Mi Mix, and as you can see I have to look down here because the front-facing camera is in the right bottom corner. But if I rotate the smartphone like this, it's actually like on a normal smartphone at the top. So you have to rotate the smartphone, otherwise you look pretty fat because it's filming from the bottom. And this is something I don't like so much on the Xiaomi Mi Mix. But the image quality looks decent. So far there are no settings for video mode. I will check it out on the computer right now and catch you in a second. What's up? So let's test the landscape mode. And I now arrived at the office and it feels a little bit better because it's not so far down and I have to look in the left bottom corner right now. But if I flip the smartphone, this would actually be perfect, but I always stop recording by pressing the buttons on the left side. And if I want to hold it on the right side, I'll cover the front-facing camera lens. So, because it's so far pushed to the outer edge of the smartphone, and so the placement of the front-facing camera is somehow a little bit strange. You definitely have to get used to that, and also you have to look over the huge display to the lens there. And I mean the quality is okay, but the placement, yeah, it's strange because of the bezel-less display. What's up guys, this is a quick selfie test with my camera and my cat right over here. Say hello, cat.
Anyway, it's still above average, but I think on such a premium smartphone they could have implemented a better camera or maybe even a second lens. Luckily there's a really strong LED flash that helps you at shooting night pictures, but still it's not very good. The camera app is simple and has a lot of features, which is great, but I couldn't find any kind of stabilization feature in the settings. Regarding the performance, the Snapdragon 821 performs great and scores over massive 130K in Antutu. Even though the RAM is almost full most of the time, gaming is a pleasure and Asphalt Extreme runs super smooth. Also, World of Tanks Blitz is a great game. I could play it on maximum details without a single lag, which is really important in such a multiplayer game. The phone also comes with all kind of sensors you need for VR. It could be very interesting with the display to body ratio. All in all, it's a very impressive smartphone.
Alright guys, so that was our review of the Xiaomi Mi Mix, and it's a truly impressive smartphone. Even though the camera is not the best, but the rest, it's a really good package for the low price you pay. Now you can get it right now for around 700 euros from Trading Shenzhen, but I'm pretty sure that the price will drop because there were so many people ordering it, like the price almost doubled. And the smartphone is really hot right now, and I can definitely recommend it if you do not use the camera too often or if you're a pro photographer. So please write a comment down below what you think about that smartphone, if you would get it, and also if there are any other interesting smartphones you want to see on our channel. And talking about our channel, please subscribe that you don't miss our content coming on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So have a nice day guys, and catch you soon in the next one. Bye bye.